Hey my fellow pilots, I got a gameplay for you here today. As you will see, it's just a bunch of clips about what I thought you guys would find most valuable. Now, and I had to leave some parts out obviously because it was way over the time that YouTube has. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about two things. I'm going to talk to you about the gameplay after look at that, I survived that little fence shot. Well, I'm going to talk to you about the game after I talk to you about what some of us might like and what some of us might hate. And what I'm talking about is BF3's 1.04 patch, which was a huge patch. It was 1 point something gigabytes. Yeah, a huge patch that took quite a long time for me to load personally. So I'm going to talk to you about the things that will apply to us jet fighters, and some applies, well, obviously what's going to apply to us jet fighters will apply to some other players, like in helicopters. Okay, so one major thing that they fixed is the A10 Thunderbolt. I have been waiting for this day. The day that A10 Thunderbolt you can get kills and it counts towards your jet, and because before it never counted towards your jet, and now it finally does. That's why I made it like a hijacking video and all of that stuff. So the A10 is fixed. That's one major good thing for us, right? For us pilots. Something else that I just noticed, and I'm doing this whole commentary for, oh, and look, I go into that pole and then he tries to hijack me or something. Whatever. One thing I noticed, which is so saddening, guys. I cannot believe they did this. It nerfed our jets so much from what they used to be. Like before, of course, the jets were unstoppable beasts that nobody would be able to destroy. But this is horrible for us. Look at my air radar. When you look at that air radar, you will be able to see the tanks on the ground. You will be able to see the jeeps on the ground. And they didn't even mention this in their update. But now, when you look at your air radar, it doesn't show the tanks and it doesn't show anything on the ground. It only shows what's in the air, and that is horrible. That is seriously the worst thing they could have done. I could give a crap if they done anything else, but just nerfing the air radar is horrible. And now I'm gonna tell you that ECM jammer is definitely not needed, because the new air radar, if someone uses their flares, they're taken off air radar. So no, air radar is not even as good. It only shows you air units, and if they use their flares, it takes them off the radar. So no, I'm going to be making a whole new set of video for what you should use, and you should be waiting for that because that's coming out right after this video. So our air radar is nerfed to the hell, and yeah. Okay, so now something else is that tank rounds and RPGs destroy the jets in one hit. That doesn't really matter. And I will give you a summary that there is a higher locking distance for our guided missiles. So there's a higher locking distance, so we're able to lock from further. And lower locking time for the AGM missiles. So that's all good for us. And then there's a lower locking time for air-to-air missiles. So this makes, okay, for air-to-air missiles, now they are actually pretty amazing. Now it takes really quick, like they lock onto you really quickly, and they do more. Well, they do less damage. They don't disable in one hit; they disable in two. But they do more damage, and they lock on quicker, which is amazing. Another thing is that helicopters, so how should I say this? For helicopters, we destroy them slower with our gunner. And then, because, I don't know, they just got buffed up. I guess they thought they were destroyed too easily. So now helicopters are stronger. See, I destroyed that helicopter pretty quickly. Now it takes a little while. Yeah, so now it takes them longer, and they now also have the new air-to-air missiles, which are improved because they lock on faster, and it's very hard to dodge them. Another thing that is major, this is major to us jets, is that the Stingers and the Igla to take us down, to take the jets down, what ground units use. the lock on is quicker for them. It's much quicker. I played a game, oh my god, they lock on to you like in a snap. Like, if you heard that snap, that's how fast they lock on to you. Not really, I'm just exaggerating, but that really, they lock on you quick. But they there's a longer range. I mean, there's a shorter range for them. So if they're like, their range is now limited, so they won't be dominating the airspace with their rocket launchers. And also, they disable us in one hit, so don't let them hit you, because you will have to eject unless you have extinguisher, which is not what I recommend you use. Okay, so yeah, what I said is the damage of the cannon is lower, and oh, below radar, that is now fixed. So when people are locking onto you, if you go close to the ground, they will have much harder time. Well, no, not even they'll have a harder time. They won't be able to lock onto you if you go closer to the ground, if you have that perk unlocked. And I recommend you play enough so that you get it, because it is amazing, and I tried it today, and it is perfect working, and yeah. So what else do I have written down here? Helis lock on faster. So yeah, helis lock on faster with their air-to-air missiles. And yeah, that was a stupid death right there. So in summary, helicopters are stronger and they lock onto us faster, but their air-to-air missiles do less. And then our air-to-ground missiles, the guided missile, it has a higher locking distance, and it takes a shorter time, and they do more damage, so that's good for us. And then the major difference that they didn't even tell me about when I first did this commentary, I had to play to find out, is the air radar. They take everything off your radar. Now it's only air, and really it is saddening to look at my radar. And also on the air radar, you see how I have my blue jet in the middle? Yeah, that's not there either, so it's pretty confusing kind of when you're in another dogfight with another jet. And if they just start spamming their flares, you won't even know where they are. So yeah, I'm making a new video. And us against tanks, that is still the same, so that's perfect. I tell you guys to play in rush, and if you do, you will still be destroying those tanks easily, so that's all good. And now if we want to lock on or see ground units, we will have to just select them or hope that our teammates select them. I know it sucks, but I guess we have to just make do with what we got, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay. I hope you guys have found everything that I've told you insightful and make you all better jets. So just remember that if you play in rush, you will still be destroying all those ground units pretty easily, and you will still be racking up those points as long as you're able to select them, since they are not on your air radar. And that was a pretty close game. We had to kill one more of their guys as they blew up the bomb site. But I hope to see you guys in the air, so fly on, my brothers.